Okay, what we're going to be using today is our outer space scene that you recreated with the sun and all the planets and our spaceman right there. What I've done is I have switched from the essentials mode to the motion mode, and then I'm doing a timeline motion from here. So what I want to do now is I've got my first frame with everything turned on. Well, I don't want that unless I want to have the universe just disappear. So I'm going to start off with a very blank star field. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another frame. And I'm going to change, no, I'm going to leave it the same right now. And I'm going to turn on the sun. And then what I want to do is I want to add a tween between those two. I'm going to have it be like 5 frames. Now this is where you kind of test it out and see what it looks like. Do you like it slowly coming in? I think maybe a second is too long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold down my shift key and I'm going to select all these frames right here, and I'm going to change it to a half a second and then hit enter and see how that works and hit play. That's better. I might want to play with that one more time. Hit shift, click right down here, maybe go with 2/10. So it starts off, I could even make that maybe 2 seconds blank, and 1001, 1002, and away she goes. Oh, all of a sudden we got planets. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add another layer, and I'm going to bring in the rings and the planets. And I'm going to do a tween, only this time instead of 5 frames I'm going to do 10. So it expands it out to this way. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to like it because I played around with this last a lot. And I'm going to do one more, which means I'm going to add the text to it now. And I'm going to tween it, but instead of 10 frames I'm going to do 5. Now another thing we could do is I can maybe change that to 1/10 of a second. So now let's check out our animation from there. I click on play. A couple seconds empty. There we go. There we go. So what we're going to do is we've got it done. We're going to go file save. It's going to be animation.psd. That's what I'm going to call it. Now this is where we can export. Obviously we could do an animated GIF. But I want to go optimize, and I'm going to go 128 GIF. And looping, no, don't want to do that. I should have the whole thing going well. It's 24 frames. Yep, that's good. So I'm going to hit save. And animated GIF, and I'm going to replace the one that I did earlier today. Now that's one thing we can do, but now let's go back and we can go File, Export, Render Video. Okay. And then what it's doing is it's asking where we want to save it. We're going to save it into an animation. How are we going to save it? We're going to save it as an MP4. I can change the document size if I wanted to, but right now it's 1018 by 760. That's okay. Format is this is the codecs. This is how it's being compressed. We can do high quality, or we can do medium quality. Obviously, the higher the quality, the bigger the file size. I'm going to go with medium because I don't think it's going to make much of a difference with that codec. And then we hit render. And then we sit and wait for a bit. Now, unfortunately, there we go. It's showing it right there. Now what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to see what it looks like. So I'm going to come over to my here. I can't remember where I saved this to, so I'm going to go File, Export, hit Save. Okay, it's going to be in Documents, Class Files, Photoshop, Animation. Class Files, Photoshop, Animation. There we go. The thing you want to note is the animation that we just created. It's 24 frames, which is if you have 24 frames a second, that's about 1 second worth of animation. It's 312 megabytes per second, but that's not what it is. We've got much longer because we told it to do longer than that. And then the animated GIF is less than a meg, so that's definitely worthwhile. And then the original, and if we wanted to test it out, we could just double click on that. MP4s are really nice because it does all the compression. And voila, we're done. That went extremely smoothly, especially after all the problems that I've been having with our annoying 3D, which is really kind of sad because it's a nice tool, and unfortunately Adobe's just kind of butchered it. So this should be the last video that I do for you. So good luck with the final project, and hopefully you enjoyed the class. Thank you.